Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly play Graveyard Keeper, Breaking Dead, and Stranger Sins. Stranger Sins being a DLC. I don't have access to the content there yet. You sort of have to get so far in the story, and then once you do, you'll be able to run your own bar, access new content, and different things. But I'm still working on the base game myself. This isn't going to be a terribly long stream. It's already 11 p.m. on a weekday night, and I'm just really tired, but I wanted to come in here and manage my graveyard for a little bit. So let's jump into it. I have covered this game before, but it's been about a year since I've last covered it officially. Off camera, though, I started over with a new playthrough. I'm decently far into it. I mean, not a whole... I mean, I'm not, like, toward the end by any means. This is a very grindy game, but, So, what are you doing in this game? For those of you tuning in for the first time, your character dies in the beginning of the game, and you're here, and you're trying to find your way home, and you've been put in charge of a graveyard. This donkey will drop off corpses every now and again, and it's up to you to bury them in the cemetery. And right now, I'm working toward upgrading my cemetery score so that I could advance in the story itself. So I have to wait for the donkey to drop a corpse off. One thing I do not like about the game is the lack of a detailed map. Hitting M brings this up. Yes, you can sort of scroll. This map does not tell you where you are on the map. I think that's stupid. And it also does not indicate where the NPCs are. I just don't like that either. There is a known NPCs tab, and you can keep track of what all the quests you have. You'll often pick up quests for stuff that's way later down the line, so don't get frustrated if you can't figure out how to do something right away. Let's see if I can find an example. Honey pots, no, I can do that now. There's a couple of quests. Bring him an iron axe. Well, I can't craft an iron axe yet, so that's out. There was one that I needed to get a bottle of wine or a hiccup grass, but that's in a mossy area that I don't have access to yet. So yeah, you're going to get quests from all these different people in the beginning of the game, and you're going to be like, well, how do I do this? You're just going to hold on to the quest for a while until you get access to it. Technologies. You've got multiple tech trees here, and as you do things in the environment, red points... you're given red points for crafting. The green points is for sort of harvesting items in the environment. The blue one is for knowledge, but I don't have access to that yet. So I'm at a point now in all of my tech trees where I need the blue one, and I just don't have access to... That's why I'm building up my church, or my cemetery, so that I can access the knowledge section of the game. Okay, so there's in the upper left-hand corner, like a calendar and a timer. The church cross, I guess at the top of the church there, is the time of day it is right now. And as you can see, blackness is sort of scrolling from right to left, so it should be nighttime fairly soon. There's no penalty for staying up, but if you stay up like 2 days in a row, I think there's some sort of penalty associated with that. In order to put stuff down in the environment, you have to access these little blueprint stations. So if I wanted to build a trunk... I click on that, and then I'll be given an option to build within a certain area. I just can't freeform anywhere I want. You're given so many spaces within an area, and you can put stuff down within that area. So, I mean, you do have some freedom, but it's not like I could put a bench or a crafting table over here on this road. It has to be within the confines of wherever this blueprint table tells me I can put it. Okay. Grindstone, my tools will degrade over time, so, whenever these durability bars run low, I can just, quickly, grab a whetstone. I have got one in my inventory, and just bring it here to this whetstone, and it'll increase the durability again. So, as far as the primary goal, I haven't figured that out yet. I mean, I guess my primary goal is get home, but I wouldn't know where to start with that. Oh, there's bats. That's new. Oh my gosh, these guys are tough. I'm used to dealing with slimes. Interesting. I wonder if it's a nighttime thing. Unlike Stardew Valley, the act of swinging your sword does make you tired, so it's not like you can just keep spamming it like I just did. As far as the symbols on the outer ring of this circle in the upper left, those are, again, like, I guess they're like seasons or months, something like that. And different people visit the town during certain seasons, or I'm just going to call them, I don't know. I mean, I guess they're seasons? Maybe months? Yeah, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly go to sleep and regenerate. The blue bar is your energy, and the red bar above your character is your health. Alright, so it's almost daylight. You automatically save and wake up, or you automatically save when you wake up, and then your character will automatically wake up whenever he's full up on energy, so you're not wasting energy sleeping in. If the art style looks familiar to you, it's because these developers are the same people that did Punch Club. Punch Club, yes. The boxing game that I covered several months ago. I wonder if my crops are ready. They are. Yeah, there's some limited farming in this game. Got some seeds, fertilizer, crop waste. At the moment, I'm just storing my crops until I figure out what to do with them. I mean, I can cook with them inside my house. I have a quest that requires me to turn so many in. I can just sell these. It's up to me, really. Batwing. I don't know when I'll be using that. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, my goal was just to do a couple of days and go right to bed. And there we go. Oh, come on. Ugh, I hate when I do that. It's not neat. Like, I've got an empty plot here, empty plot here. Oh, well. I can always buy more seeds and plant more if I needed to. Haven't seen the donkey lately. You can hold one corpse in your dungeon, I guess. If you've got one there already, then the donkey won't drop any off. But you want them because, A, doing a good job with the autopsy by taking out certain organs will net you a better score. And each corpse comes at you with white skulls and red skulls. White skulls being good deeds and red skulls being bad deeds that they've done in life. And if you bury them with a lot of red skulls, then your points for that gravestone are bad or low. So you want to kind of bury a lot of white-skulled people as they show up, and your autopsy, again, can negate some of the red skulls. Each organ does something different. Like removing the brain or whatever will give you a different effect than removing the skin or the blood. It's a gruesome game. It's Stardew Valley, but with a very morbid theme. Although Stardew Valley, I think, has a bit more content than this does. Alright, let's go and find that farmer. I'm going to buy more seeds. The primary money to make money in this game, at least in the early onset, I found, is when you bury a corpse, you get this certificate. You can sell that to the innkeeper, the tavern keeper, and get some money that way. I'm starting to grow crops now, so I can start selling those off. Each NPC has a limited amount of money. You can also level them up, so the more business you do with them, the higher your tier, and level them up, and you'll access more of their inventory, which is nice, so there's a reason to buy and sell things from these different vendors. Again, my biggest complaint, though, is... Actually, let's bring that down to 4. My biggest complaint, though, is the fact that NPCs don't show up on the map, so sometimes they're hard to keep track of. Oh, there's the donkey. You also want to make sure that if the donkey's coming, or suspect that he's coming, you want to rest first, because the act of doing an autopsy takes its toll and does take a lot of energy from you. Yeah, the morgue. Okay, so now we're waiting for that. Corpse hatch. I could craft it. I have 2 stone and 4 iron parts in my bin up there. Yeah, this is, again, a very long slog, but it's a slog in the sense that you can choose what you want to do next, or what items you want to focus on, or what parts of the game you want to focus on. It's not like you're scripted to do one thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. All right, autopsy. Okay, so with the autopsy, there's 2 white skulls and 1 red skull. If I were to bury it now, that red skull would cancel out one of the white ones, and my score would be somewhat low. I'm going to go ahead and take this flesh. Hold F to work. If I get some kind of stamp or something, I can start selling that meat. Taking out the meat, though, took out one of those white skulls. But I'm going to go ahead and extract this blood. I think that gets rid of the red one. I'm not sure. It's the skin and... Oh, it's the fat. It's the fat and the blood that I take out. Oh, but here's the thing. Oh, no, we're good. Sometimes your autopsy will mess up. In this case, though, if I take out any of these other ones, there's a risk that... I mean, I'll have the item for my inventory for whatever reason, but there's a chance I'll get more red skulls, so I'm going to leave it as that. I'm going to go ahead and just bury it, improve my score. Oop. Now, corpses will degrade the longer they are on the surface like this, so you kind of have to act quickly. Alright, so access that. Gravestone. We'll put that there, I suppose. Put that next to it. Just putting some grave sites down. You do start with some already, not by choice. And it's up to you to repair them. If a body doesn't go well, like if you mess up with your autopsy, you can actually throw the body into the river. The game hints at consequences, but I don't think there are any consequences. Okay, so these are in my trunk, and all of this adds to... Okay, let's go ahead and add that. Alright, so we just added... whenever you interact with a grave, on the left-hand side, you can see how many skulls, white or red, that you have here. That counts toward a score here in the middle. So 3 skulls, 3 skulls. The number of, like, laurels... for every one that matches a white skull, you earn points. Red skulls will negate it completely. So because I've got 2 matching pair of white skulls and laurels, then I have 2 points for this grave. And your graveyard in the upper right-hand corner displays your total quality. I don't know when this bishop is supposed to arrive, but I think I've got enough. Like this one here. Here's a grave. Here's this, there's 3 red skulls and 3 white skulls. I can try to exhume a body, but I need special certificates in order to do that, and I don't have any right now. So the game starts you off in a pretty bad way. I want to get rid of these, personally. One way to offset this is to start repairing these fences and these crosses, or graves. These items on the right boost your score, so I may want to think about that. Now, the stone grave fence, I have to see if I have a stone repair kit handy. Certain crafting stations only give you access to certain items. So if I were to come to, say, this anvil, I think that's where it is. Different tabs. Nope, not it. Complex iron parts, simple iron parts. Let's come over to that. Stone repair kit. I need clay. And I don't know where to find clay yet. I haven't found it. So, we can't repair anything stone, but I could take that out and put a new one in. I can put a wooden one in. Like, I can craft new ones. I just can't fix existing ones without the repair kit. So I could put a wooden one in there. Like, I can put this wooden grave fence. It costs 1 wooden plank to do that. It adds 1 laurel to that grave. I don't think that's necessary right now. I want to wait until I've gotten more. Let's put some of this stuff away. I've been storing all the body parts in the chest here in the cemetery. Kind of morbid, but I don't know when I'll need them. I know, I know I can sell the flesh, but not right now. So there's that, and that, and that. Bat wing. I don't know if that's cooking or not, but I have slime residue or whatever, so I'm going to put it with that. It's in my house. Anytime I do screw up an autopsy, I'll just go ahead and harvest all of the organs, because my score is going to stink anyway. So, then I just throw the body in the river after I'm done. I know, again, morbid, but... Okay, I could cook. I don't think I want to cook, though. A bowl of sauerkraut, sandwich... Raw sliced meat, berry juice. Don't have any apples yet. All right, actually, let's sleep for a little bit. There we go. We don't want to sleep the day away, though. Apologies if you can hear idly in the background. I believe she's upstairs playing a game. Hold on, Vinny's sleeping. I gotta... Okay, sorry about that. He should be sleeping. It is Friday, right? Oh, it's Thursday. No, tomorrow's Friday. It's a school night. He should be sleeping. Oh, the donkey's coming again. All right, let's head back. Maybe we'll plant our crops while I'm waiting. It's weird. Sometimes this donkey comes, like, right after I bury one. Other times it takes him a couple of days to show up. And what's cool is that there's a lot of different things to do in this game. You know, at some point I'll be able to fish. Can't do it yet. Talking to different people and figuring out how to complete their quests, that takes some time. The whole grave... I mean, this is the primary thing here. This is your primary job, is managing the graveyard. I enjoy that kind of thing. Yeah, the tone is a little dark, but... The resource management... Alright, while I'm waiting, let's go ahead and plant these. Done. And done. Alright, donkey. The NPCs make the weirdest talking noises in this game. They all have a distinct sound that they make, and some of them are pretty funny. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this one. Again, we want the flesh. We'll take the blood. There is a wiki for this game. Highly recommend you look at it. Otherwise, you won't know which ones to take. Fat. Fine. Alright, so 3 skulls. I'm not going to harvest anything else for fear of getting red skulls. So, I'll find a place for this. There's already someone there. Okay, got a burial certificate for that. Again, you can sell those at the inn for money. I've got a complete gravestone in my chest. That's another cool thing. The chests in the area that you're in, you don't have to go to the chest to interact with them. You open up your inventory and you can grab from it. But if I want to grab from the one in my farm, I can't do that because I'm not in my farm area. But I'm in my cemetery area, so from here I can interact with it. That's the chest up here. It's really cool. I like that. Let's go ahead and drop these off. And we're gonna want more headstones, I think. I was gonna sell those certificates, but... Alright, wooden marker gives 1 laurel. I'm gonna do it with the wooden cross. That's 2 laurels. So, work. Note that I'm getting those red resources for crafting. Again, you spend those at your tech tree to get more skills and the like. Alright, there's that. A little foggy. The Halloween event here is just for Halloween. It's free. It's just a free patch. A lot of games do that nowadays. Yeah, I guess we'll just walk to the right. I'm gonna sell some of these certificates. Again, I'm waiting for the bishop to show up so I can possibly open my church. If you do buy this game, though, just be warned that it is rather monotonous. Same thing day in, day out. Yes, there's multiple things to do, but it's quite a grind. The grind is real. I mean, if you've played Stardew Valley and don't care, you'll be familiar with the grind. But a lot of these games are like that. Alright, go ahead and trade these burial certificates. 1 silver and 50 copper each. Done and done. Okay. Ask where to find paper and ink. Church, okay. Another example, in order for me to get this paper and the ink, I have to get my church unlocked, so can't do that yet. Old astrologer, he used to go to the lighthouse every half moon. Dead end. Again, I'm gonna have to look on Steam or just online to see if there's a mod for this crap map that you get. Again, it doesn't tell you where your current location is, and it doesn't tell you the NPC locations. Ever since I started using, was it Snappy or Smappy for Stardew Valley, I've been so spoiled by that I could never go back. Hopefully there's mods out there similar, just so I don't have to do all the legwork. There's no time limit as far as I can tell. I've taken my good old time. I'm sure people have sped run this game, matter of maybe 5-10 hours, something like that. But if you're not in any sort of hurry, again, you can sort of take things at your own pace and figure stuff out on your own. Alright, I need bushberry seedling. So I'm guessing I have to buy that off of somebody. It doesn't say from who, though. I've got the peat, which is the fertilizer, from this over here. Might as well make a couple of these for any future carcasses. I don't build the fences yet. They only give you 1 laurel. So I'm kind of waiting until I get better ones, so that way I'm not, like, wasting materials building the weaker ones and then trading those out for the better ones. I'd rather just wait and get the better ones right from the start. I think that's better. Okay. I'm not sure what else to do at this point. How long have I... Okay, so we're about half an hour in. Like I said, I didn't want this to be a terribly long stream, just because there is a lot of monotonous stuff going on here. But I did want to at least bring the game back to your attention, because it is rather addicting. It is quite fun. Again, if you just be warned, it is quite a slog. But, if you don't mind that kind of thing, if you're used to it, then I'd say give this game a look. It's not bad. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.